several noted economists and distinguished investors are warning of a stock market crash. Jim Rogers, who founded the Quantum Fund with George Soros, went apocalyptic when he said, a $68 trillion biblical collapse is poised to wipe out millions of Americans. Mark Faber, Dr. Doom himself, recently told CNBC that investors are on the Titanic and stocks are about to endure a gut-wrenching drop that would rival the greatest crashes in stock market history. And the prophetic economist Andrew Smithers warns, U.S. stocks are now about 80% overvalued. Smithers backs up his prediction using a ratio which proves that the only time in history stocks were this risky was 1929 and 1999. And we all know what happened next. Stocks fell by 89% and 50%, respectively. Even the Royal Bank of Scotland says the markets are flashing stress alerts akin to the 2008 crisis. They told their clients to sell everything because in a crowded hall, the exit doors are small. Blue-chip stocks like Apple, Microsoft, and IBM will plunge. But there is one distinct warning that should send chills down your spine, that of James Dale Davidson. Davidson is the famed economist who correctly predicted the collapse of 1999 and 2007. Davidson now warns, there are three key economic indicators screaming sell. They don't imply that a 50% collapse is looming, it's already at our doorstep. And if Davidson calls for a 50% market correction, one should pay heed. Editor's note: American seniors have been worried about our nation's ability to continue to pay out Social Security. Leak reports. Indeed, his predictions have been so accurate, he's been invited to shake hands and counsel the likes of former Presidents Ronald Reagan and Bill Clinton, and he's had the good fortune to befriend and convene with George Bush Sr., Steve Forbes, Donald Trump, Margaret Thatcher, Sir Roger Douglas and even Boris Yeltsin. They know that when Davidson makes a prediction, he backs it up. True to form, in a new controversial video, Davidson uses 20 unquestionable charts to prove his point that a 50% stock market crash is here. Most alarming of all, is what Davidson says will cause the collapse. It has nothing to do with the China meltdown, Wall Street speculation or even the presidential election. Instead, it is linked back to a little-known economic curse that our founding fathers warned our elected officials about, a curse that was recently triggered. And although our future may seem bleak, as Davidson says, there is no need to fall victim to the future. If you are on the right side of what's ahead, you can seize opportunities that come along once, maybe twice, in a lifetime. Perhaps most importantly, in this new video presentation, Davidson reveals what he and his family are doing to prepare right now. It's unconventional and even controversial, but proven to work. While Davidson originally intended the video for a private audience only, he recently decided to take his message public. In just a few short months his firm has spent over $10 million getting his urgent message out. One anonymous viewer wrote, Davidson uses clear evidence that spells out the looming collapse, and he does it in a simple language that anyone can understand. Indeed, Davidson uses a sandcastle, a $5 bill, and straightforward analogies to prove his points.